Hello everyone, I'm Socratic from Technical Connection, and in this video I'm here to announce a brand new feature coming to Techlink called the category feature, and it arrives on Techlink on February the 9th. In this video I'm going to do a demo of the tool, but I'll just quickly explain what the feature is and why we're launching it, and then I'll dive into the demo very shortly. So the category feature, it's an alternative way of browsing through Techlink, which aims at making the journey to the content you're trying to find much smoother. These categories are curated collections of our subjects, each with a landing page with brief written introductions of the subject, in some cases a brief introduction video to the subject, followed by a hand-picked list of knowledge documents and news bulletins curated by us here at Technical Connection. These categories can then branch into various subcategories aiming to introduce you to the topic broadly and organically lead you into the more technical aspects and intricacies of the subject matter. You can still continue to browse Techlink exactly as you currently do by searching directly or using the browse by subject function and looking at the A to Z list of the subjects we have. This is just an additional alternative way of browsing Techlink, so it won't fundamentally change how you browse Techlink if you like the way you browse Techlink at the moment. One change you may notice, so as part of this new feature, we're going to reduce the number of articles we have on Techlink from 4 down to 2. So currently we have the news bulletins, we have our library documents, we have our need to know documents, and our videos. They're the 4 article types we have at the moment. We're going to reduce those to 2. So we're just going to have news bulletins and our knowledge articles. So our library documents and our need to know documents, they will still be there. They'll just be rebranded effectively as knowledge articles. They'll fulfill the same purpose, but they'll just be called our knowledge content. And then our news bulletins stay exactly that, our news bulletins. So the idea behind this is that both our news and our knowledge content can have text, it can have PDF content within it, it can have video content within it. The difference really is in their purpose. Our news bulletins will still keep you up to date with all the current events in the financial services industry, and our knowledge articles will still give you the in-depth knowledge on all things taxation, trusts, pensions, protection, investments, and more. So we're going to dive into the demo now. If you do want to have a sneak preview of the demo and play of the demo or of the feature and play around with that yourself, please do get in contact with us. I can give you a direct link to our test website, which is what you're about to see. And obviously, as always, please do get in contact with us with feedback on this once we go live. We really want to know what you think about a new feature once it goes live. So let's dive into the demo now. Okay, so we're currently looking at the test website of Techlink. So this won't look like the homepage you usually see, but this is to give you a sneak preview of the new category feature we're launching on February the 9th. So you can see the category feature is located here behind the folder icon where it says new, as we're trying to draw your attention to the new feature that we have. So as I say, it's alternative to how you currently browse. You can still search directly for content you want to find on Techlink. You can still use our browse by subject list, which you can see here under the 3 lines. So you can look for the taxation, pension, trust content and look at that A to Z subject list that we still have. That will still be there. So if you're used to that, you can still use that. But our new category feature is that new alternative way of grouping that up into more manageable categories. So if we click on the folder icon, you'll see these are the categories that we've grouped our subjects into. So we've got budgets, financial regulation and the economy. We've got a corporate and business category, estate planning category, income and personal taxes category, protection category, pensions, retirement planning category, savings and investments category, a tax year-end planning area as well, and a trusts category as well. So for the purpose of this demo, let's jump into trusts. So this is a landing page of a category. They'll all look very similar to this. So you can see here we've got a short introduction to what are trusts. There could be a potential introduction video there as well. And then we've got our curated list of knowledge documents and our news documents in a separate tab. So at this high level, we're just putting this sort of introductions to our trust content on here. And then from here, you've got two options as to what you can do, really. You could click on show all knowledge documents to show all the knowledge content we've got on trusts. But obviously that is that's covering a very big area. So what the idea is you can dive into the subcategories to dive more specifically into the content and the subject that you want to learn about. So you can see our list of following subcategories up here, or more easily, you can see them on the left-hand side. They're all listed here underneath trusts. So if we click on absolute/bare trust, this will go into our absolute bare trust category page. Again, there's the same layout, the introduction to that topic, an introduction video filmed by our trust specialist, Marcia Banner. And then underneath is the knowledge content to consume in the curated order that we've put together to consume everything we have around absolute and bare trusts. And what you can do here is view that knowledge content. If you click on the news tab, you can see the latest news that we have on anything to do with absolute and bare trusts. And then you can dive in, click on show all knowledge documents, and that will show all the knowledge content we have on absolute bare trust there. So again, it's a much more manageable list and a much quicker way of getting to just our absolute and bare trust content. You can do exactly the same for the trust registration service as an example. So clicking on there, again, exactly the same layout, short introduction, short video content, and then all of the TRS content clearly labeled underneath under our knowledge content. And you can check out any of the latest news on this particular subject by clicking on news there. And that's really the major change to it. Obviously, there's a lot of pages here under various different categories. So I'll do another example. If we jump into income and personal taxes, again, at this high level, we've just got the introductions to all the different taxation areas that we have. But if we jump into the capital gains tax category here, it's another great example. And what you can see here is we've got that curated order of our capital gains tax content. So that we've got a lot of capital gains tax knowledge documents on Techlink, and what we're able to do here is actually put it in the order that it was meant to be read. So you can see it starts with the introduction, goes through to assets relevant to financial planning. If you click on show all knowledge documents, you'll get the full list and pages of the capital gains tax content. But again, it's in our curated order, but you can change that using the filter in the top right hand corner. So you can look at what's the most popular, what's the newest, the latest updated capital gains tax content just by clicking on date there. And we're now in the newest, most up-to-date content first. And then you can go back to that curated order by selecting the option in the drop down there. We just go back to capital gains tax landing page again by clicking on capital gains tax on the left hand side. I just want to showcase again that there is the separate news tab. Now you can see, okay, what's the latest news on capital gains tax? That's all located there, and you can dive into the all news list by clicking on that link as well. So a few good examples there, and as I say, every category page got exactly the same layout, the content split into knowledge and news with the knowledge order curated by us in that recommended reading order. If we could just click on budgets, financial regulation and the economy, there's another good advantage of us introducing this feature. So in this area, we're going to have a separate category page, a separate landing page for every major fiscal event that we will cover on Techlink. So the autumn statement has its own page here. So if we click on autumn statement 2023 here. So this will be a landing page. There's not a lot here just because this is the test website. But once this goes live, this will have all of the autumn statement content that we covered on Techlink. So it'll have a link to our planner's guide. It will have a link to the webinar we done as well. So a real advantage of this is that we can have specific pages for the different events that we'll be covering on Techlink. So when the next spring budget happens in March, that will have its own landing page as well. So do go back to that budgets, financial regulation and the economy section. So that is a demo of how the category feature will work. So we really hope you find this useful. And as I say, once we go live and you start using that, please do get in contact with us with any feedback on on the feature. If you want to see any improvements to it, any changes to it, please do let me know. Email me directly at scott.grasick@technicalconnection.co.uk. Yeah, the feedback from you guys will be really, really important. So this goes live on February the 9th. You can get preview of it if you want to. Just let us know and we can send you a link to the test website to get more feedback from you. And also, I'm doing Techlink roundtables throughout the year. So these are sessions that up to 12 people can book on. It's an hour session with me, and I can answer any of your questions around using Techlink and making sure you're getting the absolute most out of the Techlink service. Or, you know, contact me directly and I'll be happy to set up a one-to-one session. So hopefully you look forward to the feature releasing on February the 9th, and we hope you find it useful, and thank you for your time.